This video and its content are protected under the Fair Use Act, so YouTube, do not copyright strike my channel.
And I'd be like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Did you hear what they just said? Child, a whole mess. Oh, I'm about to spill this Hennessy and y'all about to sip. What's poppin', Henny gang. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do a video. So listen, we're going to discuss the Jason Lee and Chrisean interview. I'm not going to play anything here. I have a lot that I want to digest. I want to put together. I want to add some things up because y'all know I got to back our girl up with some receipts, right? Right. So before we get started, let me give the year to everybody. So what's poppin', Stephanie Life's Journey and Stephanie H9? What's poppin', Denali? What's poppin', Pamela? What's poppin', Nanya 80? What's poppin', Pricey? What's poppin', Miss TR? What's poppin', Garner? What's poppin', Natasha? What's poppin', G? Because I don't know. I'll take the time to figure it out as we go along. No disrespect. I don't want to mispronounce your name. What's poppin', Kristen? What's poppin', role playing? What's up, girl? Or I don't know, but what's poppin'? What's poppin', Mary? What's poppin', Unknown Hempress? What's poppin', Iris? What's poppin', Tiffany? Crystal? Erica? What's poppin', Janelle? What's poppin', Heather? What's poppin', Lisa? What's poppin', Erica? What's poppin', Hard to Get Help? What's poppin', Pammy? What's poppin', Tammy? What's poppin', Sheena? What's poppin', Paula? What's poppin', Erica? Because that's the third Erica in here right now. What's poppin', Vicky? What's poppin', Latanya? What's poppin', Yolanda? Tracy? Dorothea? What's poppin', Creole Gemini gang. Locks by Meek? What's poppin', Missy After Dark H? What's poppin', Cat Eyes number 1? And I'm saying number 1 because you're the first one in here. There's 2 of y'all. What's poppin', Alchemy Sage? Sexiest one, K Mahert. I hope I said that right. What's poppin', Woke for Days? Shawanta. I'm not even putting y'all up on the screen, child. Y'all know I'm trying to get to it. What's poppin', Samara? What's poppin', CJ? What's poppin', T from China? What's poppin', Hashanda? Okay, Spurkin. What's poppin', gang? What's poppin', Coolest Jazz? Where you been? What's poppin', gang? What's poppin', Miss Johnson? Okay, what's poppin', Mimi? What's poppin', Aisha? What's poppin', Princess Amina? Gang. What's poppin', Ocean Goddess? What is poppin'? Jacqueline. That's the second Jacqueline. What's poppin', Tracy? That 504 girl was poppin'. What's poppin'? What's poppin', River Ashes? What's poppin', Voiceover Brown Butterfly? What's poppin', Diana? Happy Gilmore is up in here. What's poppin'? Love More? What's poppin', Manifest 777? What's poppin', Latranya? I hope I said that right. What's poppin', M King? What's poppin', Eve the CEO? Strength is Mine. Let's see, Alicia. What's poppin', Victoria? What's poppin', Evelyn? What's poppin', Yvette? What's poppin', Key Sweets? K Sweets, I mean. What's poppin', Erica? That's the 4th Erica. Miss Parker? Miss Parker. What's poppin', Nanny Lopez? What's poppin', Nikki? What's poppin', Elise? What's poppin' to everybody? There's a lot of y'all in here right now. What's poppin'? So I know that we just did a watch party. Whoever didn't get a chance to come in, I'm sorry, but I had to get it started. I wanted to get done when it got done. I wasn't trying to keep everybody all night, and I'm still not trying to keep everybody all night because your girl has content that she has to make. Like, I have content just sitting there waiting to be finished. Okay. Latarsha said she enjoyed it. I absolutely loved this interview. I loved her energy. I love the way that she conducted herself and carried herself. You could tell she still has that hesitation to say certain things. Like, she wanted to say certain things, but she kept stopping herself. And that's something that Chrisean does a lot. But She did keep it trill. She did keep it true. And I can respect that from her. You know, she came with receipts, okay? Because they were trying to make it seem like Jaden be so unbothered by Chrisean, but clearly Jaden is all the way bothered. Okay, she's all the way bothered because we heard it. And I'm gonna tell you something, hearing her screaming like that at him on that phone, yeah, that's a woman that definitely is bothered and insecure. Okay. And she's bothered and insecure because he's made her that way. Like, even the way that phone call played out, he's laughing while she's screaming at him. He takes her for a joke, which again leads me back to this whole she got the ring and it's done thing. No, it's not done, honey, because he got the ring to pacify her. Okay. Because that's what she needed. All right. She needed that ring to make her feel like something was different. Okay. That was probably one of her stipulations that she made him do upon him coming back from Baltimore. And I can guarantee you he's pacifying her for the children. There's no real love connection there. Have we ever heard him tell Chrisean to get in here and put her mouth on his Tootsie Pop on Crip? Even if he said that to her in private, he's never recorded her saying stuff like that. He's never done any of that. He don't respect that girl. But anyway, Jason. Oh my God, Jason Lee. Let's talk about Jason Lee for a second. And when I'm done giving my thoughts, then we are going to have a roundtable discussion because I would love to hear some of y'all come up. But when y'all come up, I'm going to bring y'all up one at a time. Give your individual thought. Please try to keep it brief and then move on to the next one because I really don't want to keep everybody all night. Okay. But Jason has evolved so far as an interviewer. Like, he's really honed in on his craft and he's able to get the information that he knows the people want out of the people he's interviewing. Like, Chrisean wasn't trying to talk about the situation that happened with her and Tifa, but he ended up getting that information out of her because of the way that he was able to make her feel comfortable and coax it out. So I love Jason. After I started giving Jason his props after she did the interview with him with Blue, because you got to remember the interview that she and Blue did came after the whole no jumper with Sharp. And I really hated that interview. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at that interview or we'll listen to it and we could talk about the difference in the interviewers when it comes down to interviewing a person like Chrisean. But she said something to Jason that really made so much sense to me, that when she said she didn't want to talk about something or when something was making her uncomfortable, they would still push the issue. And it's true. Sharp was still pushing the issue to talk about the abuse, the domestic, the DV that was going on in the relationship, even when she didn't want to. And Blue was ready to spill the beans and she was uncomfortable and didn't want to. And she tore everything up. Same thing when she did that bootleg Kev interview. I believe he was making her uncomfortable and she started scratching into the table. So it's like, I get where she's coming from in a way. Yes, as a grown woman, as an adult, there is a way to conduct yourself. And then there's a way not to. Like, she could have gotten up and excused herself from the interview. That's one way she could have handled it. But Chrisean being Chrisean, she felt like what she said. You want a show? I'm going to give you a show. And it's not going to be the show that you want. I'm going to tear your show up. And she did. Because that was one of the most talked about interviews that she done. So after that, I can't remember if there was another interview between there and that. But then when they got on Jason Lee, Jason knows what he's doing. Like, he really took the time to perfect what he was doing. He's become a brand. He's become someone that is trusted out here in these streets because he can get information out of people that other people can't. And I just want to give Jason his kudos, his props, and his flowers for the way that he has grown and blossomed into the interviewer that he has become. He has become a brand and a force to be reckoned with. Okay. People really need to follow Jason Lee's blueprint when it comes down to interviewing people. All right. He got the soft side of Chrisean. He got the pureness of Chrisean. And when I say the pureness, I mean pure as in there's nothing there to disrupt or taint her. He allowed her the space to feel safe to be her. And that's something that a lot of interviewers need to learn to do. They don't need to, like, a lot of people will make them. I've watched a lot of YouTubers do interviews and they'll make them comfortable, but they're leaning into questions. They're pushing them for answers. They're pressing them for things. He didn't pressure or push anything. We know Chrisean wants to talk about what happened with her and Tifa, but she's trying not to because that's her sister. So he knew how to put it in there to get it out of her. You know what I'm saying? And he does it in such a professional way. He does it in such a non-evasive way. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. Yeah, she was drunk and they were antagonizing her, definitely. And in this interview, did you notice she's drinking water? She's not drinking. Chrisean is not drinking the way that she was drinking before. And I give her kudos. I give her props. I give her flowers for that, because a lot of people were saying that Chrisean was going to go back to drinking after she had the baby. And then when she was in the house chilling that one night and she opened up a bottle and she was drinking or whatever, people were swearing up and down, there she goes. She's going back down that road. She's about to be drunk Chrisean again. And she has not. She has not gone down that road. The way this girl is attached to her baby, I love it. I love it because Junior gives her purpose to love. He gives her purpose to center and ground herself. And I love that for her. With the information that she gave, a lot of people are going to ridicule her. And I know that, because they're going to say, well, girl, you just said you don't want him around your son, but you can't stand him, but you love him, but you don't want to be with him, but you still want to ride on the Tootsie Pop. Well, let's not all act like we haven't had a toxic Tootsie Pop before, because there's a couple, I've had a couple two Shri in my life, okay? And quiet is kept between me and the 300 of y'all in here. I'm detoxing from some toxic thing. Okay, it's hard to get away from, because it just seems like them toxic ones take the time to learn and perfect their craft. It's a skill set for them. It's a tool, and we fall for it because it just be so, I told y'all before, it get up in there and scramble your brains around. Like, you just be mixing your brains around like it's a mixed drink, and you be up in there dizzy and dazed and drunk over it. Okay. But I'm glad that she spoke some of her truth. I feel like she has a lot more truth to give that can be given. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate the Cash App. I feel like she has a lot more truth to give us. But for now, we're in a great space. Okay. This interview was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like I was going to be sitting here like, Chrisean, why? But it wasn't. Okay. And truth be told, I did listen to the audio yesterday, but I feel like we got more. Or is it just me? I feel like there was more given in this interview. Like, they give you more when you watch the video than they do when you listen to the audio. Because if I'm not mistaken, the audio is only just shy of like 2 hours or something like that. Or maybe it's the same thing and I just wasn't paying attention as much as I thought I was. But this was a great interview. This right along with everything that this along with everything that's emotion, it shows. And the thing that she said that I love the most was, he wants to move on, I want to move on, I'm letting him move on. She's gonna pop her stuff. And I know people get tired of it. And people are like, she needs to stop talking about Lucifer. Well, she doesn't call him Lucifer. We do. So for conversation piece right now, we'll give respect. She needs to stop talking about Blue. Stop talking about him. Stop bringing him up. How can you not talk about somebody that you've had so much history with for 3 years that continues to do things to this day? So she's going to continue to talk about him for a while. Okay. Until she gets him out her system, she's going to talk about him. I was in the comics like, Ashe, Henny, where you at? Where? When? Oh, in the Jason Lee interview? CNY? 110K views. She continues to outshine all the time. No, I wasn't in the Jason Lee interview. Well, I was, but I wasn't. I was, but I wasn't. She needs someone that calms her like Cinco. Okay, here's the thing about that, right? Because, all right, on my IG, I posted a picture and I put Cinco and Rico side by side. Now, for those of y'all that was saying Rico was there and I was like, I didn't see him. No, that's not him. That's not Rico. That's Cinco. That's Jay Cinco. I stand corrected, but now I understand why I couldn't tell them apart. They look alike. They're not even related. That's the crazy part. But then if you go back to her boyfriend, Ronnie, it's kind of like there's a pattern. Chrisean has a type. Chrisean has a type. Okay. She has a type, whether she realizes it or not. And I say that because sometimes we don't realize that we have a type until you look at all of your exes and you line them up to see, do they favor each other? Who do they favor? What do they have in common? Then you will see your type. But when it comes down to her getting somebody calm like Cinco, I feel like Chrisean has a lot of healing that she needs to do before she would be able to appreciate the calmness of someone like that to its fullest. Because right now she's still healing. Steva. Oh my God, thank you so much for the Cash App. I love y'all. Y'all really know how to make me feel like, oh my God. Like, and that, listen, I appreciate y'all. So I think Rico, I would be here, not Rico, Cinco, Jay Cinco. I would be here for Chrisean and Jay Cinco relationship. I would, because I really feel like he would bring out the best in her. But again, she has to get over. She has to get over this right here. She has to heal from this right here. And unfortunately, it does take time for people to heal from this. Some people take years and some people never truly heal, but she also needs somebody that not only brings out the calm, but has the patience that will give her the grace that she needs to heal. The interview is an eye opener. That's why No Jumper interview was so offensive to Chrisean. Now I get why she did what she did. Sharp, a former pimp, and only relate with Blueface. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate the Cash App. But she said that, and if you think about it, she's right. A lot of these people that they interviewed with were blue people. Like they were team Blueface, because now you see him circulating Jaden in the same areas, like your Adam 22s. He'll probably take her on Sharp Tank. And Sharp will probably be the one to be messy and bring up Chrisean and all that other stuff or whatever, and how she was drunk and da 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 da. And then Jaden will throw her shots. That would be bad. Because, well, let me finish that thought before I say that. Bootleg Kev, they've been on Bootleg Kev. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's already taken her around. What? Jaden unfollowed Jason Lee? Pricey? That's funny. How you gonna get in your feelings about somebody interviewing somebody? Anyway, or is it that he didn't give her the exclusive like he gave Chrisean ahead of time? While he may be neutral, Jason loves him some Chrisean. Okay. Now, what I was gonna say is, if she goes on Sharp and Sharp is able to get her to start throwing her little darts at Chrisean, that's going to be bad. And here's why. Because even though Chrisean takes little shots at her BBL and her body, we all do. We all know that this girl had a very horrible plastic surgery experience, and I hate that for her. There's some angles where her body looks great, and then there's other angles where it's like, ooh, and we get more of the ooh than we do the oh, okay. We get more of that. Even though that happens, I look at that as just being catty. Okay, just being catty. But Chrisean honestly expresses some type of empathy and compassion towards Jaden to a degree. Okay. And I say to a degree because there is a level of so much has happened that it's like, damn, I feel bad that that's happening to her. But at the same time, F her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like all the stuff that she's said on the low, all the low blows that she's taken, all the low shots that she's taken at her. And Chrisean sees everything. Let me tell you this. I try to tell people that girl does not miss a beat. Okay. When Chrisean is quiet, like she's quiet, like she hasn't been posting or any of that, when she's having her quiet time, Chrisean is going through her notifications. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you how I know, because on one of my lurker pages, I make posts, I do edits and all of that. Well, I used to, I don't do that anymore, but I used to make edits of her and I do like posts about her, or I would communicate directly to her and at her. Like I would say something and at her, and she would be down there in them views, faithfully seeing stuff. There's times that you may post some stuff and you at her, go look at your views, because she probably seen it. She just ain't say nothing. Okay. And Jason made that point to let people know she does see everything, because she brought up him bringing up her friend, her trying to talk to his friend, and she didn't say nothing to him about it until they got in that interview. So she holds stuff. Okay. So she sees stuff. So if you think that all these people that be out here talking crap, once they show their faces, you think that Chrisean don't know your face? You think that Chrisean don't know who you are? I dare you to walk up on her in the street, because we know Chrisean be walking like she just a normal person out here. I dare you to walk up on her and try to act like, oh my God, Chrisean. I bet you she's going to be on some back the up. I know what you be saying about me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What else did I want to touch on? I wanted to touch on oh, y'all getting a video for this because I got the videos. I love doing this, and y'all make it so worth it. Now, y'all remember? Do y'all remember when Chrisean was in her apartment and Blue, she had the neighbor downstairs and Blue beat that guy up for her? Mm-hmm. Y'all really think they wasn't sleeping together then? Oh, look at my little bird sideburn now. My little sideburn came out. Oh, only on, well, no, on both sides. I like my little sideburns. Hey, sideburns. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked because I happened to see it when I turned to the side. I just need to swoop it a little something, something. Anyway, baby, don't mind. Y'all know I get distracted, okay? They were sleeping together, because there's no way in the world. First of all, he already admitted that he was sleeping with her around that time anyway. Okay. So she's in her apartment and neighbor downstairs is beating and banging on her door at 2 a.m. And Blue comes over there and he stays the night and he don't hear nothing. And then the next night, the guy starts beating and banging, and Blue shows up, and Blue beat the brakes off of him. Y'all gonna get the video, don't worry, because I already got it. I already got it. So I know all of us have probably seen it, okay? But I need to put the receipts together. I need to put it together. What she said and what happened. I need to put it together. Because a lot of people will be like, she lying. Because there's a lot of delulus out there for real. A lot of delusional people out there for real. That yeah, they don't want to believe. They don't want to own up to the fact that, oh no, we gonna own up to the fact that over here. Yes, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So I think it was this. Okay. So yeah, so now listen. I'm getting ready to I want to see how that looks as a background. Hold on, because I'm making my thumbnail. I'm making the thumbnail for this, even though I made the thumbnail for that. Um, for the live, I've already done that thumbnail. So I can start bringing y'all up. I can't wait for you to put it out, Miss Henny. I'm waiting. Oh, child, it's coming. It's coming. I got a couple, 2, 3 things coming, but I'm probably gonna put that over at the new bar. Okay, so y'all gotta be over there on the new bar. Y'all gotta be over there. If I was Chrisean, I'd record everything. Megan, girl, you don't think she records everything now? Child. Like she said, she pulled out them receipts on Ronnie too, because Ronnie was indeed clout chasing. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. But it's the truth. Ronnie was clout chasing, and Chrisean had the receipts. Okay. Chrisean had the damn receipts for that ass. Oh, I thought that was my doggy trying to come in here. Damn it, man. Okay. Here we go. So, I'm posting the new bar info again and again and again. I appreciate that. Let me make sure that this one is, for whatever reason, it looks like it's coming out blurry when I do it, and it shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. That's a good one. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to start bringing y'all up. Please keep it short. And let me know what you think about the interview and what were your takeaways. Those are the 2 questions that I am asking. How do you feel about this? Um, you know, it's loading. Hold on, y'all. Be nice. Okay, you guys. So, we got it. I'm going to learn how to use my Patreon as well, because I really think that maybe that's where I should be taking some of this stuff too, is the Patreon. Because but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got to put the new bar information in the banner. Maybe I'll do that while we're doing this, but let me go ahead and let me add this to the screen. What in the world? Where we at? That's not it. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Those are videos. I don't want a video. I want a picture. Okay, so we got the picture up here. All right, all right, all right. Let me see what y'all talking about while that goes. Okay, wait, I'm lost. How'd you get the new bar? Child, you gonna have to go back and watch the last 2-3 videos. I had to start a new bar. She does that, Mimi. She does it with a lot of women. Huh? What? What happened? What you said, Mimi? See y'all talking and I'm doing stuff. Sharonda, what's happening, Sharonda? Yeah, recording stuff. That's how she got it. That's how she got that's how she gets her receipts. I hate when people say Rock deserves what she gets because she broke up a family. What family, beloveds? Chrisean didn't do anything. Blame, I guess, blue cheese. My motto is I don't respect anything that you don't. But you know what, Miss T? In all honesty, that's how a lot of women are. And that's why I say I don't understand this mentality of getting upset with the woman when the woman doesn't know you. Now, if the woman knows you, that's something different. Like if Sadie was sleeping with Blue, that would be something different. Yeah, you run down on her. Yeah, you have all the smoke for her and all of that. Because she deserves it. She knows you. She knows what y'all been going through. She knows all of that. But when you have a woman that doesn't know you, and you have a man like Lucifer who is running around telling her whatever, pillow talking to her. And I'm going to also get the video. Like you look at some of those videos where she got the tattoos and he's like, why you do that? What? Why? What you mean? Like it doesn't seem, you know what I'm saying? You never check the woman. You always check your man. Because at the end of the day, a woman is only going to do what that man is allowing her to. Um, and the same thing goes for men. A man is only going to do what your woman is allowing them to do. So if you're not respecting it, why should I respect it? So if you're telling me that you're not really messing with that person like that, and you're showing me signs because you're here, you're doing this, you're doing that, then what do I have but to believe what you're telling me? Because you're showing me that obviously what are you talking about, Alicia? Oh, I played that earlier today. Um, but you're not going to have all of that going on. If that person respects you and respects your relationship and respects what y'all are building together, they're not going to put themselves in situations where they're actually going to be in violation. They're not going to allow somebody to disrespect you. Blue has allowed a lot to happen between both of these women. And if you ask me, that last one where he called her to the house and Jaden was chasing the truck and she was pregnant, I believe that was a scheme and a scam to try to get Chrisean to fight so that she could possibly unalive the baby unintentionally. That's just my thoughts on it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I just posted the link. Remember, keep it short, keep it keep it really brief. And y'all come up y'all can all click the link, but I'm only letting everybody up one at a time to share their thoughts on the interview and what their favorite parts were. What were their takeaways? So y'all go ahead and click the link and come on up on the stage. What you said? Yep, yep, yep. Because my ninja breaks down when he thinks he slips up. I bet he do. I bet he do. He didn't take her phone and read it. She was trying to give it to him. Yeah, she was trying to give it to him, but he didn't want it. But the fact that she's offering the phone to him basically tells me that she had receipts for days that she was trying to give to him. Right. A lot of girls in BGC gave Blueface sloppy toppy. Jaden could sense Blue favoring Krishan. No other girl caught his attention. Yeah, Blue has a type as well. If you notice something, just like those girls from the Jack Doherty show that he did, the live stream that he did, one of those girls favored Ange. There was a girl that he was dealing with at one point that favored Krishan. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just like you could tell. You could tell. What's up, Pammy? What's popping?
Hey, hey.
So what's going on? Well, how did you like the interview?
I love the interview. And something that I've always believed is that Krishan is a little afraid of Blue and what he can do. And if you notice, she went to say that he was abusive, but she cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought we've seen it ourselves that he was abusive, but I think it went way more than what was actually shown. But I loved it, and
Right.
I think everybody needed to see her in that vulnerability. I can't get that out right. Vulnerability.
It's okay. Y'all see me struggle with words all the time. It's all right. I know what you're saying.
Enjoyed it, and thank you so much for all the effort that you put in that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for all of the support you give. All right. And next I got Abby. Did I say that right? Is it Abby?
Yes, it is. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's poppin', Abby? Yep, I can hear
Hey,
you loud and
love.
clear.
Okay. So, I just felt like the interview was great. It really got to show who she is, and we all been young, dumb, and love before, and I don't think we need to judge her because of that. Because as a first mother, you really don't know what you're doing. Yes, you have a support system. Yes, you have these people around you, but it's within you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is
Mhm.
judging her for that, and that's not cool. Let her live, let her grow, let her shine. That's all I have to say.
Yes, I loved it. I loved it. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. And next we got Yellow Cake. What's poppin'? Up, wait a minute. Wait, Yellow Cake got booted out? Yellow Cake, come back. We got River Ashes. What's poppin', River Ashes?
Hey, Henny. I love you so much. I
I love you
do.
back.
So, my favorite parts of the show were that she showed love to Jaden. She was genuinely happy that despite Blue writing a record for her that was a diss to Krishan, she was happy that Jaden had that moment. And
Right.
I think that that meant a lot. I think that she's happy for her to have that moment because she's actually lived the Blueface experience, the whole surviving Blueface experience. So she knows like how good that feels. The other part that
Mm-hmm.
was my second favorite was her sharing that Boo was so controlling that he would literally give her a curfew.
Yes,
For
but she
me,
said that when they were together. He had a 2 a.m. She had a 2 a.m.
yeah,
curfew.
yeah. But I feel like, by her stating that in this interview, it let people on the outside, we're all adults, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have a curfew. We can come home when we want to. We can all pay our bills when we feel like it because we work to make our income. And by her just dropping that she had a curfew, that let everybody know how in control he was.
Yes.
So those are my favorite parts.
Well, thank you for coming up and sharing that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
All right. Iris, what's poppin'?
Hey,
Hey, what's poppin', girl?
girl, sitting up here smoking and just thinking back from that door. But I really love Krishan. I've been watching her, all the baddies, crazy in love, like all that. And you can see the growth in her since she's
Mm-hmm.
had her baby. And
Yeah.
I just hope that she just keep continuing to grow. And I just watched the Miami where she did her little song, and he's at the watching her do it. Like
Mm,
I don't get Blueface. I really don't. He's really on drugs, and I really feel for both women. I really
yes.
do. I really do. You know, because I have a daughter, and I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't want no man treating my child the way he has did both of them. And it's sad that Jayden's family is not, supportive to give her that backbone that she needs. Krishan has that. So kudos to her,
Right.
you
Yes.
know.
Absolutely.
But he's gonna pay. God don't like ugly.
Absolutely. His karma is coming. We just wait. I mean, his karma's already coming. It's already creeping
Yeah,
up
it
on
is.
him right now as we speak. We see it. He's got the house is in foreclosure, that 13
Mm-hmm.
million dollars.
And
He strung out on something. So at some point in time, I don't know if people are reporting him or not, but at some point in time, it's gonna catch up to him and he's gonna end up in the clinker. And Click Click City is calling blue. And I hate to I don't like that for anybody. Let me put that out there. I'm not an advocate for that, but maybe he
me
needs
neither.
time out. He needs some
He
time and time
does.
out.
He does. You would think that his mother, she just a nut in her own little world anyway, but it's really
Child, that's
sad.
a whole nother
It's just
lie.
sad, right? That it's sad. I hope that and I said this watching the interview, like, I hope that Jayden really watched that and is learning and really seeing, because she's been with Blueface for so long, really seeing that you can be better and do better.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I just good luck to Krishan. That's all I'm really happy for.
I am too. Well, thank you for coming up and thank you for all of the support and love. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. And I will be cash apping you soon.
Oh, you don't have to do that, but thank
I
you so
know I
much.
don't, and you know what? I was on your thing where you was talking about people were saying that you ask for money. You don't ask for anything.
I don't because I
You don't.
y'all just being here and us having this is enough for me. But I
Yes.
appreciate everything that y'all do. I really do. So thank you.
I enjoy you. You the
I,
realest.
I enjoy y'all. I be cracking up in here.
Okay, you have a good night.
You too. All right, yellow cake. Yellow cake, you
Hey,
back, girl.
I'm
What's
I'm back. Can you hear
poppin'?
me? Hey,
Yes, I
Henny,
can
Henny,
hear
Henny, Henny.
you.
Oh my God. This is like, I love the interview, first of all, because yes, it did shed a different light for her.
Mhm,
But I think that people love toxicity. And this is really, really sad because, and I said this before, the Fashion Nova interview was beautiful.
mhm.
And I'm like, why is that not all over YouTube? Like, why is no one posting that? That is the craziest thing ever. So I think we are living in a society of instant gratification, and people are just loving the toxicity. And we are very invested in this. Like, it's crazy because my kids are like, Mom, you watching Krishan again? And I'm
Right,
like, yo, I am a Pisces. I am the 4th of March. I get her. I
right,
was spicy just like that. I like purchasing a property at a young age like her. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this girl. But one of the things that really put me on when you showed the video, and I've seen this video of her before, of her manifesting when she first talked about how it Jaden became. And she said,
mhm.
this is what I'm going to do, this, and I'm a dip. And her thinking ahead is what saved her. I don't
Yeah,
even know if she looks back at that, like to think ahead, like if this happens, this is what I'll do, because that fight or flight mentality that we have in Philly, and Philly is horrible right now. You grow up like, all right, it's either me or you, but you do
right.
love hard and you do try to stick it out with somebody. And the one thing that she always mentioned, I don't know if anybody catches this, she wanted a family like her mom and
Yes.
dad. Even if it was
Mhm.
dysfunctional, she wanted that family.
You know what? And I was saying that to somebody how the difference with Krishan is no matter how toxic and dysfunctional she may have been, because I looked her mom's criminal record up and all of that. Like I've been through the whole family. And truth be told, I was going to do a deep dive on her whole family and pull out all of their history and all of that stuff. But I felt like it's unnecessary to do all of that because the way that the
Mhm.
internet is, they're going to take that information, run with it, slander them. And that's not what my content is about. My content is not about slander, but don't come for me. But anyway, um, don't come for Krishan in these chats, okay? Because I will get you. But
Yes.
Krishan comes from her mom and dad being married, even though she did not know him like that because he went away to prison. She was married to China's dad. She was married to Krishan's dad. I think Carla or Charla has been married 3 times. So I want to say she
Mm.
might be married to Petey's dad right now as we speak, but she knows marriage. Her sisters are married. So she doesn't come from a broken family the way that most people know a broken family to be, where it's a single mom and the dad is not around and all of that. She does have a broken family, but her mom was married. So for her, marriage means something. So yeah, this is why it's hard for her to imagine just being a single mom like that.
Yes. And I think the other thing too, her family was real.
Mhm.
Carlissa, unfortunately, I looked at Carlissa. Carlissa is gonna live vicariously through her kids because she didn't get her big break. And
Right.
so here you have a woman, and my grandma always said, especially my mom had some serious issues, but my mom turned into a friend and mother, and my grandma will always say stuff like, because she didn't get her childhood because she had y'all young, she's trying to get it now. And that's exactly what Carla's doing, trying to live out her dreams through her kids any necessary. And
Mhm.
that's really
And
messed up.
she's always comparing herself saying I was like Krishan, I was like Krishan, but yeah, the difference is Krishan made it. So I feel like when it comes down to Carlissa, there's envy, there's a jealousy there that Krishan's life has gone the way that she wanted her life to go, but she didn't get it there. So that's why she rides so hard and tears Krishan up the way that she does. That's my 2 cents on it.
I agree. I agree with that. Thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you so much for
much.
coming up. I appreciate you.
Yes, yes.
All right, you have a good night. All right, who we with? What's poppin', Pammy? Pammy, are you there? Okay, so Pammy, I'll come back to you. What's poppin', Miss T?
Hi, good evening.
Good
Henny and the Henny.
evening.
I just want to say I absolutely adore you. I just found you this week and I've been hooked ever since because I'm a New Yorker, but I don't live in New York anymore. I
Hey.
absolutely love the interview. I cried even during the interview. There was
Yeah.
a few things that stood out for me. I love how transparent she was and I
Mm-hmm.
love how she was. And what really stood out, because I'm a mom, when he was like, "You want to go get your baby?" She was like, "Yes, because I love him." He was like, "Are
Right.
you attached?" It's like, "Yeah, because his father's not around." I cried
Mm-hmm.
because on my pregnancy, I have twins, and I just teared up. And what I always realized when people like, she always had that baby. I said because that's something that nobody could take from her. She's used
Right.
to people taking from her, and this is her child, and she's gonna protect them by all means. Number two, what I got from it when she said, "I'm done with reality TV." She said, "I've been approached, but no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to bigger because I know I'm bigger than that."
Mm-hmm.
And she loved God. Her and Junior is gonna be okay. And when she
Yes.
gave that away, and people keep saying, "What about those bracelets?" Don't worry about those bracelets. People be focused on the wrong stuff. She says so many times it's sentimental for her. And she says she has the jeweler making her actual pieces for that. And it's
Right.
sentimental. And that those tattoos are not easy to be removed like that. People don't understand that. That's a process. Like give her time,
Right.
give her grace. And that's the problem with people. They don't give people grace. And I hate that they box her in with the Bad Girls Club and fighting, but she did her job. That was a job. That
Right.
doesn't define her. is. Because she's nothing like that girl.
Yeah, at one
I,
point in time, I think that was part of her branding
right.
because she was good at it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't scared. She would fight anybody. And I think because of that, that caught a lot of people's attention. And now she's like, she's growing up. Because I mean,
Mhm.
hey, there's a lot of Pisces in here, but I'm a Sag, and the Sag is the pole. No, we're the polar opposite of Gemini. Okay, so now never mind. But where Pisces is in my chart, because I do have my chart done. I did have my chart done. Where Pisces is in my chart, I can relate to her on so many different levels because I don't even think it's just a Pisces thing. I just think it's a woman thing. When we love hard
Mhm.
and we love with all of us and we give every piece of us. We give every breath within us. We give every inch of our soul. We give everything to the person that we love. And to watch her have to unravel herself from this, it was a process, but I think people need to remember she went through all of that. I said this in one of the other lives. She went through all of that while she was pregnant. So her and
And
Junior went
they've been
through the breakup
yeah,
together.
right. And they've been together for 3 years. People don't realize that.
Yeah,
It's been
3 years
3 years.
is a long time.
Yes. And what's the other thing I want to say? So I'm just happy for her. When she was like, I knew she was capping about that pregnancy. She said that be cap. I knew it. Like
Mhm,
she just was. But I love when she said, and it's what you said yesterday. She deals with him on her time, in spite what
mhm.
people think. When she want to be bothered, she be bothered. She said he's blocked right now, but yet he
And you
followed
need
her to
to
my.
stay there.
He's at this point in her life. He's a fan, and I love her. I'm Team Chrisean. I'm Team Junior. I'm Team Mabu, and I'm definitely Henny in the gang gang. Thank you so much for
Aw,
bringing me on.
no problem. And welcome to the gang, 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 gang. You're going to love it here.
Thank you. I do.
You're
Good night,
welcome.
ladies.
Good night. Okay, sexiest one, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Hey.
Hey.
Oh my God. I want first of all I want to thank you for that visual and everything. I
You're
mean, I had
welcome.
the link where we could have wouldn't watched it ourselves, but we wanted to watch it with you. All right. Um, I want to talk about
Y'all wanted to watch it together.
yeah, we wanted to watch it with you. I wanted to talk about this. So and I'm piggybacking from things that people were saying when they were up here. I can't remember the names, but y'all talked about Carlissa. Rock is Krishan. I ain't even gonna call her Rock no more. Krishan is everything Carlissa ever wanted to be when she was young. That I think that's
Mm-hmm.
what it is. And she big up her. She give her big ups. And in the same sentence, she tear her down. And that's what makes me know that. That's what that is. She wanted to
Right.
be her so bad and couldn't be. Because how you gonna big up me and then tear me down in the same sentence? Like you
Right.
hate me at that point.
Mm-hmm.
um, Another thing I wanted to touch on about the interview was the fight. I hollered when she asked Marsha, "Do y'all wanna make some money getting beat up?" Because she knew her sister had hands.
Right. Right.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God, I fell
man,
out.
listen, y'all want to go get beat up for some money?
I hollered. I could not. I said, "Wow!" And when I seen her say that, I said, "This girl is the realest. She's the realest. She's not finna sugarcoat it. Everything it is what it is with her. Everything is what it is with her. The happiness, the pain, everything, and she expresses it.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't care. Like I love the way she says she doesn't read the comments. She don't care who's got what to say about, you know, how she feel at that time. It is what it is with her. So I love that
Right.
about her. Um,
Absolutely.
One more. Let's see what else I want to touch on. Oh, from age 17 to 25, I was in her position, but not. It's kind of sort of like it was domestic violence, but I wasn't a victim of it because I probably hit him too. Kind of like what she
Uh-uh.
did.
Nope, because I've spoken on that many a times too. And
Yeah,
let me tell you something. When I went to therapy
I
about
I
it,
know that it is
they
now.
said
I
that
know
it's
that it was
still,
domestic violence
yes,
now.
ma'am, regardless
I
to what,
Yes,
it's still
yes,
that
regardless to what it was.
because
But
they know how to push your buttons and pull you out.
exactly. Yes. So, but I never claim victim because
I
I
don't either.
overcame that. I don't claim it
Right,
at all. I pushed that to the side. It was what it was.
right.
And but it reminded me so much of me to with my kid's father. And like I said, I had ended up with 3 kids by him. And on the third child is when I said no more. And I walked away and I never looked back. But I understood Rock when she said, I'm sorry, Krishan, when she said for lifer. When
Yeah,
you when you um when you ride or die with someone and they didn't ride or died for you too, and y'all done been through some trauma together and things like that, that's not the love don't go away. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like if you say you love somebody, you still love them even if you don't even mess with them ever again.
right.
It just depends on what y'all went through. It's a bond. It could be a trauma bond or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I see in her, and I can understand when she said for lifers. But that don't mean he has to be in her life for life. My kid's father passed. He was a cheater. That's why we broke up, and he literally died 16 years later cheating.
Wow.
So I understand the dynamic. Some people don't change. You know what I mean? As far as like that part that you don't like about them, like being a cheater, but everything else is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that I just wanted to touch on that. I understand this child. But I'm 50 years old now. So she's on her way there, and it's early at an earlier age than I was. So that's what I look at it like with her, and I love her for that. Yeah. And,
Absolutely.
Annie, I'm gonna go ahead and jump down. I know I just had a mouthful, but I
No,
just
you're
wanted to
good.
get that out here because that was amazing to me. Everything that I thought she should have been thinking at the
Mhm.
time when the things that was going on is what she was thinking.
Right.
It's what she was thinking already. We just didn't know it. We're not in her head. We're not in the house with her every day. We like, what is wrong with her? And then she come back and do this. Like what? Oh Lord. But we done
She
did
took us
it.
on the roller coaster. That's what I was saying. Like watching her, we're getting to see what we put somebody else through when we were going through that stuff, how they
Yes.
felt. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? The roller coaster
Yes.
that we took them on. Why
Yep.
some of our friends was like, you know what, I ain't doing this with you no more. I'm done. Like,
Oh, okay.
because
Like,
this is too much.
leave me
This is
out
too
y'all
much.
stuff.
Right. You can talk to me about anything but that. I don't want to talk about that. Girl,
Yep.
we're not talking about that.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about lost friends and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that definitely touched she touched my soul with that because I was like, she expressing everything she's thinking. And then people always saying that, oh, she needs to learn how to listen. She talk over people and stuff like that with ADHD. Like you learn to control that with time, age. You got to find out what the disorder is before you even know and study your own disorder before you know how to control it.
Well,
So
that's true. But I don't know. Like, I mean, she shows signs of it, but I don't know what her diagnosis, if she has a diagnosis, is. I
I don't,
just know, like, for
yeah.
me as a creative person, I don't have ADHD or ADD. I'm a creative mind. So my mind is always going 1,000 miles a minute. Like when I'm sitting here trying to put these videos together for y'all, these little short little videos that I be doing,
Hmm.
it takes me a long time
Hmm.
to just sit and do it when I'm sitting still. But
Hmm.
if I'm sitting there and I've got this to do, that to do, that to do, that to do, There'll
Take it
be
down.
times like I'll go to look for something on Instagram and forget that I'm looking for something to finish the video. And next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
I've been scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Yep.
And then I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot the video. Then I go back, do the video a little bit more, and I go to look for something. And then next thing you know, I don't put the phone down because it's a
Yes.
bunch of stuff going on in
But
my head at one time. But
well,
I
it's
don't.
different. It's different forms of it. I only studied it. I haven't been diagnosed, so I totally understand where you're coming from. And a lot of people have told me, like, "Have you been?" Because you be tripping sometime, and I'll be like, I don't know, and I'm not even gonna put that on me because to me it's normal. I'm not gonna put that on me. It's what I do,
Right.
So I just leave it alone as far as like, unless it's, what I'm saying, unless it get out of control or somewhere I can't control it anymore. But I can control when that things like what you was just talking about when that happens to me. I can control that, but at the same time, I recognize what the simple symptoms are because of I've studied about it. And I'm glad that Stunner Girl put up on her post. She said she made a post about it and she was like, sometimes you just got to let them go, especially when they trying to get their feelings out,
Yeah.
or if they trying to talk about something, because that will make them turn in as well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, okay, well, I ain't going to talk to nobody, you
Well,
know?
you know what? That's how me and my children are. If you cut me off, like there's times I'll be talking to my mom about something, and then she'll be like, "Oh, wait, such and such and such and such, da 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 da," and then it's like either let me call you back, or do something, and then
Yeah.
she'll come back to talk about it, and I'm like, never mind. But my kids do
Yes.
that too. Like if I don't stop what I'm doing right then and there, and give them
Mhm.
the attention that they need from me,
Mhm.
then when I go back later, it's like, never mind. Or if they come in there and they're interrupting me and I happen to do the mom thing, which is a what? What is going on? What? They'll
Yeah.
be like, never mind. So it's like I understand that they shut down. So
Yeah.
when they get to talking and get to going, you got to let a person go.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
I'm
But thank
glad
you so
Jason
much
gave
for
her
coming
that.
up.
You're welcome, and thank
I-
you for doing this for us. I get off work at like 3:30 Central Standard Time. I be waiting on you after work. I'll be like, yes, it's 4.
Well, thank you so much for all of the support. I
You too.
appreciate you.
You too.
Okay.
Thank
Have a good night.
you. Bye bye.
Simone, what's poppin'?
Annie. Oh, before I get to Krisha, I need you to come on screen less. I cannot get anything done. You're an addiction. You need to stop.
Me?
Yes, you're an
You need me on the
addiction.
screen? Well, I'm on the screen now.
Yes. Anyway, you know what? I don't think Chrisean is head over heels for Blue. I think she's scared of him.
Mm.
That's what I think. And she know what he's about. She is literally scared of him. So therefore, that's why he can go to her and tell her, go say this. Because he still does it now. As soon as he see us start loving and Christian, you see Christian come out and say something that will be like, God damn. I'll be having, man, there's days where I just don't want to go on my YouTube. Because I go and I scroll everybody page, looking at what they're saying. And then
Mm.
sometimes I'm like, I'm so depressed. I can't do this,
Yeah. It
you
can
know.
get
But
very draining at times. Like that's why, the people that I do watch, the people that I do look at, they all approach it from a different perspective. So it's not like I'm seeing the same thing, but there are days when it's just too overwhelming mentally. It's draining.
honestly, as Christian says, she don't care. I really don't care what they say about you, Christian. Christian, Christian is at a stage like almost like the Barbs.
Mhm.
Christian got real, what they say, we rocked out. Yeah.
They call them rock tards, and someone was telling me someone calls them Christianimals or something like that. But
I,
at the end of the day, regardless to what you call them, they're gonna mob. Okay, her
we
fans are gonna mob for her the same way they mob for the The Barb's don't play about Nikki, and we don't play about
we
Krishan.
don't to show for real. Anyway, you know what? Let me go into my the Lulu land now, cause they say we the Lulu. Honestly, I want Christian to be with Mabu.
What?
Uh, I swear, Blueface could be with Christian when she was a baby. It's the same 4 year gap.
And I don't want to see her with Mabu.
That's you.
She said, "That's you."
He is so gentle with her.
You know what I noticed? All of the guys that are around her right now are very gentle with her. And I think that's because they all know what she's been through, like we
I
do. So they're very gentle with her. He's gentle with her. Jay Cinco is definitely gentle with her. For
Jay
real.
Finker was one of her boyfriend. We're not going there
No, I don't know. That girl's not her friend anymore. They fell out.
anymore. We're not going
Yeah.
there.
But
We
Jay Cinco was in a similar relationship. It was very toxic. So he got some things to do, but I'm just talking about how gentle he is with her. I just feel like she needs to heal first before she could even be with anybody.
you see, but she needs company because when
Oh,
she
she
has
going
no company, she go
Simone,
back
you
to
think that girl can't get no company? This Krishan we talking about.
that's no. You say she need to heal, but that's what I'm saying. She needs somebody to be there for her. Really be there. That's because, as she says, when she have people she's up under them, that will leave no space for Blueface.
I
And
see
that's
what
what,
you're
you
saying.
know. But I don't want you to take me out of my Delulu land. I'm going to leave
Okay,
you.
I'm not gonna take you out your Delulu. I'll let you live there.
Thank
That's
you.
your happy place.
I'm a rat tart. Let me go. Okay. Drop. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Simone. I appreciate you so much. She said, "I'm a rock. Don't say I'm a rock star. Let me live in my Delulu." I know that's right. What's poppin', Happy Gilmore? Happy? Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. What's poppin', Rochelle the real?
Ooh, I'm on here.
Yes, you are. You're not on camera, but you on here.
Right. Hey, Miss Henny. I'm so
Hey,
happy to be on
girl.
here. I subscribed to you from I heard of you and saw you in the chat with Ruby Kai a couple of months ago.
Oh, so you a homegirl too? Hey, homegirl.
How you doing? So I just be in the background, watching in the background. But I love me some Krishan. And I love the way you represent and the way you give your commentary for her. I
Thank
love it.
you.
I love it. I love it. You have me smiling in the ear to ear just because it's like you get her, So, and I appreciate to hear somebody because I know everybody got their opinions. Everybody feel how they feel. But when somebody say something that's way outlandish about her, I don't know, it just do something to me. You know what I mean? You feel me? It disturbs
I
your
know what you
spirit.
mean.
Yeah, because people is viewing her from a different level than a lot of us are. So I've been wanting to say she's smarter than
Right.
what everybody was saying. This interview, for those who can get it, will get it. Those who don't, just won't.
Yes.
They won't never get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I've been announcing saying like she's way smarter than what people think, and then for people to keep talking about these tattoos, as they can see, Krishan is a very busy mind very busy spirit person.
Mm-hmm.
Those tattoos, if she detach herself from him when she's done, those tattoos won't matter. It still
Right.
won't matter because she's gonna keep moving. Like she said, when she do get a new guy, if she want to cover it, she'll cover it for him. See, she's a can you say it for me? Manifester.
Manifester. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what she's doing is manifesting what kind of guy she want. Everybody talking about the little my boo and these little guys. She just said she don't want no guy that's on the internet.
Yeah.
She want that life separate. So Chrisean looking for her a man when she get a man. Because like she said, she is into whoever she is with.
Right.
Right now, this is just part of her life. She just had a baby by this man. This man been a part of the reason why she's Chrisean Rock. So them tattoos are honors. Those are war wounds for Chrisean.
Yes.
Say it. They
She
don't get
going
that
she
though.
gonna get rid of him when she's ready. Because let me tell you something. I had my ex fiance tattooed on my ring finger for the longest time, and
Hmm.
I kept it there. And then
Hmm.
I just one day was like, you know what?
Gotta
I
go.
think I'm gonna go get rid of it. And a guy said to me, it confirmed it for me that it was time because out of all this time, nobody had said anything to me. And then all of a sudden, this guy says to me, well, how do you expect a man to put a ring on your finger when there's another man's name on it?
Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you.
went and I was like, you know what? That's my confirmation. And I went and covered it right on up. But I was already at that point where I was ready. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it wasn't a matter of pressuring me or any of that. It was a matter of when she's ready, she will. But she's got a whole two portraits on her neck.
Hmm.
She got to figure out something to cover all of that and it not look like it's covered up. It's got to go with something. So she probably has to get a big old piece that goes on the neck that comes down to the
Hmm.
shoulders or something. She's got to do a massive amount of work in order to cover that up. So
She
you got to
got
give
to.
her time and grace. And even if she doesn't cover it up, well, if she gets with another dude, ain't no dude gonna be wanting him staring back at them. So
He
at that
not.
point, you know,
But at the
and then
same
that one
time,
on her face, she got to figure something out to cover out the one on her face as well. So it's not as easy as people say.
hmm,
Get rid of the tattoo, get rid of the tattoos. It's not that easy. She has to strategically think of how she's going to get rid of these tattoos.
yes, how she's gonna get rid of it, what she's gonna put into place. Somebody is probably somewhere drawing up a master plan for her.
Mm-hmm.
She works with China. China went to the place, so she probably got to get some of it taken off in order to
Right.
get the cover up put on. It's a process, but that's all people could say to her. Them the people that is immature that they keep throwing that at her. Or them must be um his fans or something. Just keep throwing that at her. Keep throwing that at her. That's why I'm glad she said she don't look at the comments like that because that'll make you sick hearing somebody constantly saying it. That's the least y'all can worry about this girl. So, but yeah, I just want to get on. I'm just so excited the way you bring it for her. Like people could be
Thank you.
biased. People could say how they feel, or whatever. And I'm going to accept how they feel and not even, take too much into it. But I'm really into Chrisean. I know I want to see her win. If she slip up, she mess up, that's okay. She's a human being, you
Right.
know, and we love her for putting this out here, for expressing
Man,
the
listen,
realness.
and everybody talking about how could she sleep with him? Man, listen, you know you done had a man do you dirty and do some stuff that was the ultimate, and you still went
Still,
and hopped up on that toxic eggplant and took a bounce because it be listen,
it's your comfort.
it's comfort, it's somebody you already know, and let's be honest, like I keep saying, the toxic D be the best
Best.
D.
Yes, and you toxic your own self.
At
She
that
know that
point,
about her.
yes.
So that toxic sex, oh my gosh! And if they ain't experienced it, I feel bad for them because
And you know
I know
what?
what she feeling.
When
I
you're
know
done being toxic, that's when the toxic D ain't no good no more.
exactly. So this is all a step, and this is all a process. Like she said, I'm safe now. She got out of that. She got away from that. So you still will dip back and forth with feeling in control. And you happy to
Mm-hmm.
have that. Like I could do this, woo, 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 and going on back to my, it ain't about Jaden. It ain't about nothing nobody else got to say. It's about what she's used to. Now she want to go in with it from a different angle and see how that feels. When she get tired, she will cut it off. That everybody just gotta quit
Mm-hmm.
with it and just sit back and enjoy the show. Really, just enjoy the show. That's all they gotta do. Just relax,
Right.
enjoy the show. It was one other thing that I was gonna say about her, but it's not that important. I'm gonna be sad that I forget. But somebody will end up saying it, or you will say it. Every time I'm thinking something, you'll turn around and say it, and I'll be like, "Come on, Annie." I'll be too excited over here when you said that. That's why I watch her. That's why I listen to it. And you is what my ex is. I'm Aquarius. He is Sagittarius. And we rock. We rock together. We still good friends. We're gonna always be good friends, no
Aw.
matter what.
Yeah, but them
So,
Aquarians is a piece of work, child. Mm-mm-mm.
especially the males. That's why I didn't even
Yeah,
want to
that's
say
what
it.
I'm talking about. I
The
don't know about the
February
women,
males. Yeah,
but
I
them
had one,
men.
and I don't want it. I got two boys. That's that. I can't. That's why I look at Blueface. I feel sorry for because he do got a good heart. Let's all
Most of
keep
them
the
do
buck.
have a good heart, but it's just the toxicity.
Yeah, they can't control their emotions because they want to be in control. They so afraid of losing control, and that's what he done. He done lost control with Chrisean, and he losing his mind about it. And he knows she's
Yeah.
something powerful. He know that he's smart. Aquarius are very smart, the males,
Mm-hmm.
but they got the demon that rides them because of that.
Yeah.
So the demon wants his way with this smart body minded person, and once he get a hold of them boys, that's kind of it. It's like a flip. It's a switch. So
Somebody said, imagine an Aquarius and an Aquarius. LOL, Lord, my life. Whoa, that's got to be something.
yeah,
But
it's something. I
I
did.
want
I
to thank.
dated one, and my two boys are one, and it was hell. What were you gonna say?
I know. I was just about to say. Now somebody threw me off talking about XXS Tension is better. Um,
No.
somebody closed the bar for them. Yeah, but thank you for coming up. I
Uh,
appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
you
have a
too.
good
Keep
night.
doing what you do.
I
Okay.
will.
And I like your book stuff going on. I'm gonna figure
Oh,
out how to
thank
get a hold
you.
of it. Yeah, that's you rock. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, the book information. I'll put the book information up there. What's popping, Jasmine? I know you've been waiting, girl. I'm sorry.
Hey, Hen.
Hey, girl.
Yes, that interview was crazy. It was very interesting though. I was
Mm-hmm.
really excited to hear her pop her stuff and see her humanized, to be honest.
Right.
Get all emotional. I was like really feeling that. So I just the back like everybody else said, the backtracking the blue. That's a whole like you wrong for that, but I understand that that's her baby daddy, her first baby daddy at it. So you
Right.
gonna want to try to make things work for sure, even if it's not, even if it's a toxic situation. We all been there. I know I've been there. So trying to make things work with my first or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and she just gotta go through the motions, go through all the hurt, go through all the drama and the trauma in order for her to move past that. That's the only way that she's gonna move past it,
Right.
going through that motion. Going through that.
Absolutely. And I like what you said because it definitely humanized her. Because all the other interviews show her in such a negative light that, and I think that's what's happening. And you know what? I forgot who said it, but they were absolutely right when they said nobody really talked about the Fashion Nova interview. And I'm surprised I didn't talk about it. I did talk about it, but I didn't like do a short video on it but I did talk about it. So, but I'm gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna talk about this interview as well, because these are the only two interviews that she's done since having her son, and I think that both of these interviews are showing us the new path that she's on, and I love it. I love it. I love this for her.
And these the only interviews that I've seen her sober in, really and
Right.
truly. And
Right.
that was a plus. And I like how Jason basically kept saying, like highlighting, like, this is like, I liked you before, but I love this new you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, me too. Like, I love that she's addressing things, and not just addressing them, coming with the receipts. Like, you can say you can pop your stuff, but let me show you. I can pop mine and show you too. This is
Right.
what happened. And I was like, she was like pulling up everything. So everything Blue said, she put some validation on what she had to say. And I was like, okay, girl. And Jason was like, he was a little bit trying to bypass a lot of the stuff that she was trying to show him. But she
Mm-hmm.
was like, either way, I'm gonna show you anyway. And I was like, okay, Blue. I mean, I
But
said,
I
okay,
think
Blue,
she did
okay.
show him anyway, but I think he didn't air it.
Yeah,
I
cut
agree
it
with
out.
Alicia. I think there was a lot more that was said and revealed in this interview that did not make it into the interview, because you remember he has to remain in a non-biased state. He also has to keep the level of messy to a certain, point,
Degree.
because he's
Mm-hmm.
not Jason Lee that he was when he first started out. Heavy said everybody hated Jason. Now he's in a better space than what he was before. And I love
Yeah,
it. I
that's
love the
true.
growth in him too.
And I seen that they were cutting out, like the way that it was aired and put together. You can tell that it was cutting out portions and pieces of it. So I feel like they cut out a lot of the stuff about her family, the situations with
Mm-hmm.
her family, and I was glad
Yeah.
at that. I was kind of upset that he kind of forced some of the stuff out of her, even though she didn't want to address it. But I do know that they had to address a whole lot more
Yeah.
than what they aired. So, but overall, I mean, the interview was like 10 out of 10. So
Yes.
I kind of feel that.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming up, Jasmine.
absolutely. All right,
Don't be a stranger.
I'm not.
All right. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye bye.
Hey,
Uh-oh, wait a
Hello.
minute.
you can hear me?
I can
I
hear
can.
you.
Hey, my name's really Buttercup in the chat.
Hey, Buttercup.
Hey, so basically I enjoyed the interview. I might need to watch it again because I was trying to sneak and watch it while I was on my job. I'm
Mm-hmm.
driving right now, but but I was trying to sneak and watch it on my job and trying not to get caught. So thank God for that. So my thing, I couldn't really relate to Chrisean at first because I've never dated a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do have two narc parents, and my
Mm.
mother has dealt with a narcissist, which was my biological father. And me and her would have conversations about Chrisean all the time, but I'm gonna get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that how even up dang, these people behind me, but I liked how she really, even though she was supposed to air out his dirty laundry, I liked how she kept it cute. She was really
Right.
classy about it. I was like, girl, because if it had been me, I would have been like, yeah, he said he gonna slap me. He was gonna do this and that to me. And
Girl, what you said, that would have been me too. Like, let me show you, because on this day at this time, this is what he said. And you want to see the pictures? Let me show you the pictures, because see the timestamp up here. And girl, I'd have been up there airing him out, bleeding him.
yeah, like, and what aggravated me was this was supposed to be the interview where she was supposed to redeem herself, clear her name, and she's trying to show Jason Lee the receipts, and Jason's like, nah, I'm good on that. Like, and I was been like, girl, show me the receipts, show me the tea. I would have been like Whitney Houston in this. me the receipts.
Yes.
But there were two
But I'm
things I
just saying,
didn't
I just
like.
wish that I wish he would have, but what happened?
Oh, okay. It was only two things in the interview that I didn't like. The first one, when we were talking about the ex-boyfriend Ronnie, and I kind of figured he was a clout chaser as well. Anybody with eyes can
Mm-hmm.
see that. But the part what I didn't like was she didn't acknowledge that she was technically the one that opened that can of worms when she liked the tweet, and that's what gave that the legs to grow on. I didn't like that.
Actually, if you go back further, while she was pregnant, Chrisean posted that video in her story of her and Ronnie together when they were together. They were in the studio together. They was in the back of the car together, and they was all hugged up, booed up. And then he comes out and he does this.
Yeah,
So, you know what I'm
my
saying? It's like
people.
she opened the door for him to be able to come out and say, yeah, I've been that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
if
what
she
I
would have
didn't get
left him
about.
out of it,
Yeah,
and she
what I
shouldn't have
didn't get
liked that
about.
tweet neither. I was pissed when she did that. I said, why would you go and do that, girl?
What I didn't get about Ronnie is why you ain't say nothing the day she announced her pregnancy. Why you ain't say nothing like, "Hey, you was with me, such and such and such," and goes, "That's probably my baby too."
Well, I didn't like that he tried to come out and say that Chrisean stole the G Wagon to bring it to him. Why are you just
Right?
now
I was
saying it?
like, what that got to do with you, her, and Junior though? That happened long before Junior was a sparkle in anybody's eye.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the big topic I wanted to get on. And that was in the interview where she was showing him the recording and she said something like, I'll drag him, and if I want to have another baby with him, I will, and stuff like that. And here's the thing for me. My mom said my father was a narcissist, and as long as I've watched your channel, I think you said your ex was a narcissist. My
Mm-hmm.
mom has told me that I have habits and traits of my father that was that reminded her of his toxic ways.
Mm-hmm.
And what I thought to myself is, Chrisean, do you ever think to yourself, and I've asked this before in the super chat when Blue was going at it with his mother at some point. Y'all told me don't speak that into existence. But my thing was, Chrisean, do you ever think to yourself that your child is going to grow up and have similar traits of his father?
I remember you
Because
saying that because I remember I was like, no, we're not gonna speak that. We're not gonna talk that over Junior. But
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying
the
I
thing
don't want to
is,
talk that over Junior, but I think it is a reality because my mama say stuff like that to me. She's
well,
like,
I
"Oh my
believe
God,
it can be a reality because at the end of the day, like children, even if they're not exposed to the other parent, they can oftentimes pick up traits and characteristics of the parent, regardless to whether they've been around them or not. So what we don't realize is a lot of stuff is passed down through genetics, and people don't look at maybe narcissism is something that is passed down through genetics. I mean, we all have a level of narcissism to us. That's something that we naturally do have, right? But then there
yeah."
is also an overabundance of it. And that's what Carlissa has. That's what Blue has. But if you look at her boys in general, period, because even Dre to me has signs of narcissism in him.
Yes,
Um,
one of the girls was like that I talked to in a group chat. Be like, he has like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
And Mr.
Hyde
Hyde,
type of thing.
yes, just like Carlissa does, because one minute she's over here on this person's side, then the next minute she's on that person's side, then the next minute she back over there. Like she has a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde as well. So I believe that our parents influence us through their ways and actions, but I also believe that through genetics, things get passed down too.
Thing is, I've never met like my father walked out on me and my mom when I was 2. She said that was his way of punishing her by not being in my life. I'm 28 years old right now, and I have never met the man. So that's where I can see what Blueface is doing by punishing her with the child. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom would say, huh?
No, I was agreeing with you.
So I remember one time on live, she just Chrisean kind of just slipped in there and said, "Boy, you imitating your father." And I remember sometimes I would be in my car with my mom, and she'd be like, "You like the same type of music that your father likes. You like the same type of music that your father likes. You walk like him. You gaslight like him." I don't know how. I think that's kind of like a Virgo thing. I'm a Virgo, but she said you argue like him. You even stutter like him. You even go a mile a minute like him. So I'm saying, Chrisean saying she want another baby by him, and I'm like, ma'am, you might want to brace yourself for the first one if he turns out to be just like the second one.
Right.
I mean, if he turns out to be just like his Paul,
Right.
because I can even see it in Blueface's oldest son. He doesn't he act just like Blueface, even though he's smarter than Blueface.
His son, the old Javon. I
Yeah.
don't. I feel like Javon is picking up on his ways. So I already see Javon becoming a narcissist just from the way that Blue is grooming him to be one. He's teaching him to disrespect his mother. Like he allowed him to call his mother a chicken one time. Oh, you look like
Oh
a
my
chicken.
God, the
Yeah,
way he
that pissed me off so bad. Even there was another time when he was like, "Oh, I'm the boss of this house. I run things. Like you don't have to
Yes,
listen to."
that got
Like
under my
what? Yeah, he's
skin.
teaching him to undermine his mother, which will later on eventually turn into him undermining his partners, undermining women. He's watching all of this behavior. He knows he's old enough to remember, and that's why he doesn't want Blue leaving the house. He's old enough to remember Blue leaving them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Them
that
moving
got under
into
my
another
skin
house, and
so bad
Javon
because
has been through some things, honey. He's been through it.
because the way my mama ran the house, let somebody had said your mama don't run nothing, my mama probably would have slapped the taste out of their mouth. She didn't
Okay.
even like when my grandmother would interfere in how she was raising me. She's like, no, this my child. I'm doing this. I'm raising this.
Mm-hmm.
She will mind me.
Right.
And in that moment, I felt like, Jaden, why didn't you stand up for yourself? Because ain't nobody finna play with my motherhood. I'm not a mother, but ain't nobody finna play with my motherhood like that.
Because she don't know how to stand up. That's the problem.
And oh my God, could you? I could. I'm trying to imagine. Like, I don't think Chrisean will parent the same way Jaden will parent
Mm-mm.
because she's a black mother and black moms have a reputation. But could you imagine her trying to co-parent with that man, co-parent Junior with that man, and he says, "Your mama don't run nothing." They'll be in jail for real.
Right.
Like I couldn't do, but that was the biggest part I wanted to talk about was her saying she wanted another baby with him, but he don't. But you don't even know how the first baby is gonna act right now when he gets a little bit older. Right now
And
he's
let's be
so.
honest, we don't even know how this co-parenting relationship is going to play out. We are only in the beginning stages, and we've heard Blue say that he's not going to remember anything until he's about 3 years old. So
I
I can
thought that was some
guarantee
old
you
deadbeat stuff. I thought that was spoken like a true deadbeat.
it was, it was, and he's probably going to be creeping and lurking around once Junior starts getting up there in age. Because I mean, come on, Junior got traction now.
Like
You
Adam
think he's
22
not
was
going to
trying
get
to help him
traction?
out when he said that. And I was like, Blue, that's literally the point. He's 1 month old. And I would assume once he's over the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, he would have access to Google or a computer and he
Mm-hmm.
would really see all this stuff that went on while he was a baby about his father mispronouncing his name wrong. Sometimes I wonder if Blue had an IEP. like his father mispronouncing his name, saying that's not my child, how he treated his mother. Don't you think that little boy gonna grow up and see all that someday? It's not about whether he's gonna remember it now or not. It's the point is he's going to see this. Oh, I'm doing
Right.
too.
Oh
Okay.
no, that's my alarm. I'm supposed to be off of here by now.
Okay, well, let me get off too because I got people behind me. I got people
Yes,
behind me.
ma'am.
All
All
right.
right. It was
Bye.
lovely talking to you, Buttercup. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do Happy, then Kimmy, and then I'm done. Happy, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me this time?
Yes. What's poppin', Happy?
Hey. First of all, I just want to say I support everything you do with this channel. I love you. I love Chrisean. I love Junior. And I just love the positivity that you bring.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. But I just wanted what I wanted to say about the situation is I get Chrisean because I'm a Pisces and I was in a relationship with my boy's dad years and years ago. And it takes a lot to break yourself away from a person like Blue. This man
Mhm.
tried to unalive me not once, not twice, but 3 times. It took him doing that to me 3 times for me to break away from him. So I get what she's going through and I get where she's coming from. That's why I don't bash her or because I've been there. I've been there, and I think a lot of women have been there. But since she's in the public, they just want to, you know, have something negative to say.
Right. They want to drag her for everything she does. Everything.
Yeah, yeah, and I hate that for her. But I'm a big supporter. I'm gonna always support her, and because like I said, I've been there, and I wish the best for her, and I see the growth in her. I see, and I know it's coming. I was there, and it came from me, and I know it's gonna come for her. So, but yeah, I know you got other people in line. And I just wanted to say that. So,
Okay. Well, I appreciate you so much, Kimmy. Thank you for coming up.
thank you.
Okay. I mean, I
Hello.
said Happy. I said Kimmy. I meant to say Happy. I'm sorry, Happy. I was looking at Kimmy, getting ready to tap her name.
That's okay.
My bad. All right. Kimmy,
Hello.
what's poppin'?
What's poppin', Henny?
So
Thank
what's
you
your
for.
3 cents?
I got a question. I mean, just a little comment with Krishan, but
Uh-huh.
I want to thank you for providing a positive platform for discussion.
Oh, no problem.
And for me, and I'm sure as the comments and everybody else in the chat, it feels personal. It feels like we know each other. It's like a bond we've built over these few months of discussing Krishan and Blue. I am a big Krishan fan. I ride hard to die, even with my daughter when she be like, "I'm sick of Krishan." I'm like, "Hey, get out of here with that! Don't come in here with that! Don't talk about her." You know.
That's my kids too.
Mm-mm.
They're like, oh my God, Krishan again. Well, that's
Yeah,
fine because now I have a whole
exactly.
Krishan family over here. Okay. And I have people that
That
I can
can
talk
relate.
about her with that
Exactly.
can relate and understand what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Well, one thing that I really respect of her from this interview, um, is that everybody, Whack, Carlissa, Blue, Jay, and in her shots, Dre, everybody dragged her for filth. When she was asked about anybody, respectfully, her comments were still respectable,
Mm-hmm.
not dissing the mom like Jaden did, didn't throw shots like Jaden did, wasn't disrespectful like Jaden. Even down Whack calls her out her name hundreds of times.
Yeah. And she
Whores
said
and
that
the
she
bitch
respects
and
Black.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Goes to show you no matter how much people drag her for filth, she has character. She was broken by that broken man.
You make a very good point
And
because
as
that
she
was
says, that people are not bad.
right.
Relationships make people look bad. And that relationship made her look
bad.
Yes, indeed.
But she's growing. She's growing. And people need to give her grace to grow.
Well, I totally agree with you on all of that. And even though a lot of people feel like she's not, oh, she's still sleeping with him, she's not growing. Man, look, don't look at that one thing. Stop focusing on the one thing. And a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people look for the negative. I feel like they always look for
Oh
the
my
negative
God.
in her. No matter what it is, they look for the negative in her. Um, like even when she was doing the stream with Kai. They're, oh, where's the baby? She never has that baby. What are you talking about? She never has the baby. That's the first time we've actually seen her 24 hours without her baby. And we
Which
don't
he
even know
probably
if
was in
he,
another room.
right. I was just about to say that. We don't even know if he was off somewhere, offset somewhere where she was going back because she kept disappearing off camera.
Exactly. Exactly. And remember, she asked Kai, "Is there a room? You got a room? I thought you had a baby
You
room."
said
I
you
say,
had a nursery.
and he said, "No, no, no,
Right.
no. It's upstairs. Upstairs. We gotta." And she say, "Is it sanitized?" And he say,
He said
"Yeah,
we got a
yeah.
medic. Right.
A medic. We got a medic upstairs. Yeah. You see?
So at the
So,
end of the day, like, please don't stop. Just stop looking for the negative. Embrace what she's doing. Like, this girl is working. She's handling celebrity. She's handling changing her life and healing and going through things
mm-hmm.
in a very public eye.
And her leaving her baby or to going to work or do the job is no different than any of us other mothers that had to go to work, whether we went to McDonald's, whether we went to Wendy's, whether we worked, whatever job that we worked.
Exactly.
It's no different. It's no different. It's just that she's in the public.
Or will this be the nail that seals? I
Hello?
accidentally hit something on my phone. My bad.
Oh,
No, y'all, you speaking nothing but straight facts right now, and that's what
yeah.
people aren't looking at. Like if we were she was a regular everyday woman that
Mm-hmm.
had a baby and had to go back to work because some jobs don't give you 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Some jobs give you
Mm-mm.
1 or 2 weeks off
Mm-hmm.
after you have a baby, and then you've got to return to work if you don't have the time to cover you.
I had
So
to
at the
leave
end of the
work,
day, what's
go out
the
of work a month early before my pregnancy. I had to be on bed rest. So when I went back to work, guess how old my child was? 3 weeks, going on
see
four
what I'm
weeks.
saying? And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, come on now. Her job is not like all the rest of us. Like she doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
a regular 9 to 5 job. Her
Mm-hmm.
job is to be in the spotlight. Her job is to be on camera. Her job is to do these interviews. That's her
And
job.
travel. And travel
Exactly.
from
Exactly.
city to
And
city.
and I like the fact that she has him with her all the way. And I love the
Mm-hmm.
fact that
Mm-hmm.
she's not trying to leave him on everybody like everyone thought.
But like she say, she can't, and she can't trust everybody, because like, and basically, who gonna use something against me when it was my baby? And because
Right.
he kept saying throughout the whole pregnancy, he gonna take the baby, gonna take the baby, gonna take the baby. So that's stuck in her mind. She don't want to leave
Mhm.
her kid with nobody for somebody to create a false narrative to her risk losing her kid.
Well, I think she's doing a great job. Okay.
She's
I
doing
think
an excellent job.
and she's gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
thank you for coming up, Kimmy. I
Well, you're
appreciate you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
And you
Thank
have a great
you.
night. No problem.
You too. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Whoo, child. Y'all. This has been excellent. I enjoyed this vibe out with y'all. Um, I'm glad that we all got to share time and space with one another and talk about this interview. I myself am going to go get in my bed and relax because all is quiet for now and all about the land. There was not a peep, not a sound. But we also ain't hit 3 a.m. yet. So we gonna have to see if old Blucifer done turned back into Blueface, or Jonathan. Who we getting? Who we getting? Because you better not come up here on this internet trying it because we gonna get you and I'm gonna drag you. We gonna get you and drag you all up and down these Henny Gang streets. So don't play over here. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Yeah. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. I want to give thanks to everyone who sent the cash apps. So let me start. Ashley, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate you. I got it. Thank you, sexiest one. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Christine. If I'm saying y'all name, don't worry. Don't nobody know. If it's not your screen name, don't nobody know that it's you, but me and you. But I don't even know. But whatever. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Steva. Thank you, Stephanie. And thank you, Amanda. Thank you guys for the cash apps during this time. I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. Like, you guys don't understand how much. Like, if y'all could have saw how y'all was making me kind of like, oh, like, dang, like, thank you. um I'm not used to that, like, but the fact that you guys appreciate me makes me appreciate y'all even more. We have a whole little community. Yes, we got a whole little community, and I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Okay. Oh, side note, I did go back and watch the video, and I watched what I said to her, and I think I handled her very well, because that could have got ugly, because my mouth be reckless. So even though I don't remember everything that I said, I was very well conscious of the fact that I was in public and I needed to handle myself professionally. So when I dragged old girl and called her, and I called her an angry bird with a pissy, that's what I called her. I'm just saying. So yeah, because I know somebody was asking me what I said. That's what I said. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. So yeah. When y'all rest, y'all, look, here y'all go. Here y'all go, laughing in the comments. Don't be laughing. I did Coco Beauty, because she tried to come for me. Don't come over here with that. But Empress said only right. Empress, are you from New York? You got to be from somewhere in the metropolitan areas or something. I don't know. But I love y'all so much. Remember, love is always love, y'all. And when y'all rest well. I will see y'all. Oh, you missed it. It's in the last live that I did from this morning. Child. Not one of my happiest moments, but it's an honest one all the same. But we've been together for a while. We've been together since, oh my God, y'all, we've been together since 4:30 this afternoon. We've been together for 4.5 hours. Aw, I love y'all. And we've been across different lives. We've jumped from one live to the next live to the next. Yes, any game. Y'all are the ish. All right, y'all. When you rest well. I will see y'all later. Peace, y'all.